Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make this easy headscarf. Take a look at it. Headscarf, Rosie the Riveter, whatever you want to call it. It's an easy pattern, and it's also, I've designed it so it's multi-purpose. It can be thicker, or you can wear it this way. It can be that thick, or it can be in half, or however thick you want it. And also, it works as a nice little scarf here. So first of all, let's find some material that you like. This is 100% cotton that I'm using, and you need about, I don't know, half a meter. Okay, to make your pattern, what I've done is just taped 3 sheets of white paper together, and I measured my head, and it's like 21 and a half excuse me, inches. And I experimented with a few lengths of this scarf, and the best length that I found was 36 inches, and that's before sewing, because we're going to put a 1/4 inch seam around the edge. So I made it 5 inches wide. Here's the actual scarf when it's done sewing. It's 5 inches wide, or 91 by 13 centimeters. And so I found the midpoint is 18 inches, and it's going to be 5 inches across, so I just tapered the ends till I hit 36 inches here. And it's a trial and error thing, and it's, you'll know how tapered you want it. It comes out like this. This is how tapered this is. Now you don't want it too pointy, because you're not going to be able to get a nice point at the end, and it's going to be hard to sew. So mine looks pretty tapered, but when I sew it, it comes out really clean edge. So you'll find some material you like, and let's cut out another scarf. I've got it pinned now, and I'm going to cut it out. So we've sewn 1/4 inch around the whole thing, and we've left a 2-inch gap here so we can turn it inside out. But before you do that, you want to snip the ends, both ends, so when you're turning it inside out, you'll get more of a point. So we'll go to our gap. Ooh. That was more difficult than it should have been. And we'll turn it inside out. And you can use what I have here. I have a knitting needle. A chopstick works very good. And then you'll just put it in there, and don't push too hard. You don't want to push it through. And then we'll just continue turning this inside out. And we'll poke the other end through as well. This is a different pattern, you notice. This is my asparagus pattern. Okay. We'll get our knitting needle in the hole here. Works better if you do your gap about halfway down, but for some reason I did it right at the end. Anyway, there we go. There's the other end. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to get your iron, and you're going to iron this flat, because look at, you're going to want to do a top seam to make a nice finished look. Like our broccoli, you can see we've done a nice top seam. And that top seam will also close up the hole that you used to turn it inside out. So you'll get your iron out, and you'll iron it nice and flat so that the seams along the edge are nice and aligned and straight. And then we're gonna sew a top seam around the edge. And there you go, that's pretty much it. You just sew your top seam, and you have your finished product to use however you want to use your finished product. I like this pattern because it doesn't use a lot of material, And I have scraps, a lot of scraps laying around, so now I've got a corn one and my asparagus one and the dog one that I'm going to sew up. And yeah, so there you go, pretty easy. The most difficult part is going to be figuring out the tapering, but that's easy. Once you've got it measured and you can just eyeball how much you want it tapered. If you're like me, I did about 3 patterns beforehand and figured out the exact length that I wanted it and the width. But I like this one because I can have it, you know, bigger or smaller, or cut it in half, and or just have it like this. It's very multi-purpose. Enjoy!